New on Curiosity Stream. Deformed trees, mutated wildlife, and no humans for miles. 10 years after the disaster at Fukushima, see what this irradiated ecosystem can teach us about nuclear fallout on Radioactive Forest. Plus, looking for the most diverse marine life on the planet? Dive into the Coral Triangle and experience a frenzy of wildlife you've got to see to believe on nature's greatest secret. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Look, you know that time of year is coming where you got to buy stuff for people. How about face masks? And we've got two versions of the KISW face mask that everybody's going to love, man. Got the skull version and the brand new camo version. If you were watching Live Day, I was sporting that one all day. It was awesome.
I didn't even see you around the studios because of it.
Yeah, see that? You missed me. I totally faded away. You got to get these, man. They protect you from the COVID, and they look awesome. And a portion from each mask sold goes to the Washington State Nurses Association. That's a good group. So if you want to help out, and you want to look good, and you want to stop the COVID, well, all three can be done by getting a KISW face mask at KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Mix. It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. Beat Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Mix. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, and it's Thursday, so let's get cracking!
Release the Kraken. And it looks like everyone's sporting some sort of cracking gear on here, except for
see Danny.
Danny.
Oh, take off that shirt, Danny.
There we go.
He's
There
doing
it
it.
is.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh, he reveals the S like Superman.
Yeah, Super Danny over there.
You know, it's cold today, so I had to wear flannel, but Kraken Man. Still got it.
Cracking
I'm with
man.
Danny. Last night I had to put on layers. I was like, my house's heat just wasn't getting it done.
Yeah, we're in the middle of a painting project, so it's best to have windows open. So it was nice and warm in our.
Oh no!
It's like,
boy.
what? Am I getting sick? I have the chills. And my wife's like, no, we have all these rooms with windows open, you dummy. I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's like, sweet. We have nice rooms, and I'm not sick.
Yeah,
that's
we don't
sweet.
we don't need those paint fumes affecting your brain there on that one there.
Well, sometimes they worked out it's for the best, maybe during Beat Mix. I don't know. I do want to say, Vicky rocking the bootleg Kraken stuff.
Oh, that is cool. Where did you illegally purchase that somewhere, girl?
Well, I purchased it legally on Etsy. I don't know what they're doing, if they're doing anything illegal on their end.
It's their problem, not yours.
Yeah, exactly.
Vicky.
Well, you made it sound like she went into like an alley, a dark alley, and some guy slinging Kraken gear.
Yeah.
Etsy's kind of the new dark alley. It should be on the dark web sometimes.
Yeah, why is Kraken spelled Cracke?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Nice going, Vicky.
I love that.
Yep.
You know what I noticed? That they had, not to get too geeky about what things could get sued over, but it's got the Kraken logo.
Yeah.
But it's got the anchors, and it doesn't have the Space Needle anchors. Because the Space Needle doesn't F around.
No.
Like, if you have anything with the Space Needle logo in it, they will fine you and they will sue you.
Really?
Yeah.
I
That's
guess
what
it
I've
makes
heard.
sense, yeah.
They're very protective of the Space Needle logo. So,
Well, look at that. They know who not to mess with in the Etsy store.
yeah.
That is awesome. Let's get to our contestant today. We got Jesse in Tacoma. Jesse, are you there?
I'm here.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here.
Farewell.
Take your bootleg crack and stuff with you.
Oh, mine's licensed, bro.
Oh, that's right. You're a good guy.
For those playing at home, Jesse will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Jesse, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Hey, before we start, I wanted to ask Steve if he could do his. Oh, is it Rez? To do his Kermit impression.
Well, when he gets back, he's
okay, well, no, because she asked for me or because I did it for Live Day.
Yeah. Oh, well, you go
do you
ahead,
want me
Red.
to read the questions or just do it once?
When you read the question.
I love this. Good call, Jesse.
All right. Let's see if I can. I gotta get into character here. So,
Hi ho, neighbor. Kermit the Frog here, getting ready to answer or ask some questions.
Oh, he's going to lose it, too. I love this.
I'm totally gonna lose it.
Yeah. All right. Go for it, Kermit.
Jesse, are you ready?
I'm ready.
He's already losing it.
Oh, man. Which well-known figure skater was the first American woman to complete a triple axel jump in competition?
Michelle Kwan.
No. No. Who?
Pass. Carol Lipinski?
No.
Pass.
How many seasons did the sitcom Growing Pains have?
11?
No.
10?
No.
6?
No.
Oh.
It is said Thousand Island dressing originated in which country?
Greece?
No.
United States?
Yes.
Good job.
Who played the main character in the 1997 movie Mr. Magoo?
Oh, is that... Pass.
Oh.
What video game developer created the popular game Halo?
Bungie?
Yes. What decade saw the first flight of a space shuttle commanded by a woman?
Ooh, 80s.
No.
70s.
No.
90s.
Yes. From what language did the English borrow the word soy?
Japanese?
Yes.
Oh, he
1, 2, 3, 4 correct. 4 correct, everybody. Yay!
Yeah, you did it.
You should do it with Steve, too.
I have to.
Okay, cool. Making sure.
Each of them have to have that distinct disadvantage.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
So, does he have to answer? She wanted everybody to do the Kermit. Does Steve have to answer in the Kermit voice?
I think so.
What did I walk in on?
So
Just doing Kermit.
Marge.
Okay, so Jesse apparently loved my Kermit the Frog impression
Nice.
on Live Day.
Okay.
So she's asked me to do all of the questions in Kermit the Frog.
Okay.
And now she just asked if you could do all the answers in Marge.
All right, well, we are
okay.
people pleasers.
Yeah, we are.
Especially when ladies are named Jesse. We're here to help. Okay, so
You gotta get into character.
Oh, the two of you. The two of you are going to be such a mess.
Blame Jesse.
Blame Jesse. Blame Jesse.
Homie.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, Piggy. All right.
This is going to be...
Marge, are you ready?
Yes, homie.
Which well-known figure skater was the first American woman to complete a triple axel jump in competition?
Was that Nancy Kerrigan?
No.
Tanya Harding, homie?
Yes. How many seasons did the sitcom Growing Pains have?
7?
Yes. It is said Thousand Island dressing originated in what country?
That would be Russia.
No.
France.
No.
Italy.
No. Who played the main character in the 1997 movie Mr. Magoo?
Was that Walter Matthau?
No.
Oh, homie, pass.
What video game developer created the popular game Halo?
Oh, they come to Defy shows all the time. Shout out to the Bungee Club.
Yes.
Bungie.
What decade saw the first flight of a space shuttle commanded by a woman?
Oh, I just watched that show on Netflix. 1969.
No.
1974.
No.
1982.
No.
Wow.
From what language did the English borrow the word soy?
Japanese.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4 correct. It's a tie.
Wow. That's a shocker, but good job, Jesse.
This is really hard. Oh, I just lost it.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Someone said that Marge has bronchitis.
Yeah, Marge has something going on. Jesse, thank you so much. That was awesome that you suggested that. And that's a way to get ties and wins in this game, is just to really hamper you guys.
It kind of messes with your head.
Yeah, because you got to think about actually doing the voice and thinking about Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, see, you have a lot of respect for actors that have to put on an accent or whatever, as well as remember their lines and sound like they're convincing.
Yes, and I now respect voice actors.
Nice.
Now you do. Says, have you guys lost all of your ever-loving minds? What the F?
Yeah, the wheels kind of fell off right there, right away. But, hey, Jesse requested it. So
that's right.
You guys have reached a new low.
And you didn't think we could, see? We always strive for the worst.
See, you think we've hit rock bottom, but we can get even lower.
We can dig deeper, my friend.
Well, congrats, Jesse and Steve, on that tie.
Someone requested we do a duet and we sing Jesse's Girl.
Yeah.
No.
Did you give any correct answers there, Sammy? Did we get them all? I felt like there were some answers that weren't answered.
Well, let's see. Actually, no, each of them answered all of them, so Steve didn't get
Mr. Magoo.
I know that one.
Who's Mr. Magoo?
Oh, yeah, they both missed that one. So I guess BJ knows it, but also Vicky.
Actually, Vicky knows it. I don't.
Oh, really?
Leslie Nielsen?
Yes.
From Naked Gun, too?
I thought it was Walter Matthau.
Nope.
All I could remember is the cartoon, which was Mr. Howell. Jim Backus was the voice of Mr. Magoo back in the day, and he was Mr. Howell from Gilligan's Island.
Really?
Yeah. And that's why I was like, I know Jim Backus, but I don't know who the guy was, because he was, of course, Jim wasn't around for that.
Yeah, that movie wasn't very highly regarded.
No, it wasn't.
I like Mr. Magoo. That was a fun film.
Well, there we go. I think we've said it all. It wasn't highly regarded, and Steve loved it.
Where is it available anywhere? I'll watch it.
I'm sure it's probably available in the trash.
Watch it again, yeah.
I bet if you go through the trash,
or a bargain bin somewhere, one of those $5 DVDs or something like that.
Even Redbox probably doesn't have it. They're like, no.
Dude, it got a solid 7% on Rotten Tomatoes.
7. Like just one number there.
You can do it. You know what? Still, the new Fantastic Four movie, lower than that.
It's a Disney movie. Does that mean it's on Disney Plus?
Oh, it might be.
It's the 1 year anniversary. They might keep my subscription because, it's running out.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm renewing mine. There's no way I'm not.
Yeah.
You are?
I had to.
Yeah, dude.
I've watched 3 things on Disney Plus.
Oh, I've watched everything on Disney
What have you
Plus.
watched?
That Jeff Goldblum show.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
A couple of episodes of that and 1 episode of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, that's the
you're
thing.
getting your money's worth.
You're not Star Warsing and Mandalorian your butts off like we are.
It's on Disney
Okay,
Plus.
we watched a Christmas movie on there last year. So.
Oh, nice. All right.
Nice. Okay, well, I'm keeping Disney Plus now.
Yeah, you're going to renew on there. You got to watch it with that little tater tot.
Oh, I know she'll love it.
I'm sure.
Well, yeah, she'll love anything because she's probably going to drool all over it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Drool all over it. Well, yeah, congrats on your tie there.
Good job. That was a good idea for a movie anyway.
Well, Mr. Magoo used to be a popular cartoon, so somebody thought
Back in,
maybe...
the 60s?
Yeah.
This came out in the 90s?
I mean, it was pretty funny about this. They couldn't see, and he just kept... the whole joke was he couldn't see, and so because of his blindness, but the fact that he shouldn't be driving, shouldn't be doing anything because he was just stubborn, that was the premise of the whole thing. Old stubborn guy who really shouldn't be doing anything involving sight, does things involving sight, and comedy ensues.
Memory serves me correct, and obviously this is a different time, and there was no social media, so that the uproar wasn't anything like it would be now. But if I remember correctly, I believe the blind community protested this film.
Probably. Like, I would have to imagine that they would on that one, just because it's...
And this was in the 90s, and Magoo was probably like 60s, the cartoon. So 30 years later, they were like, yeah, don't make fun of sightless people. And don't make fun of old people, but I mean, he was...
yeah, you can make fun of old people all you want.
The line I always remember was, road hog, as he's driving into traffic, going the wrong way.
The National Federation of the Blind were not happy with this movie.
Yeah, well...
Actually, they didn't think it was insulting to blind people. They just thought it was bad. That's why I didn't think it.
Yeah, they were just like, we can't seeing this movie. And we're like, yeah, you know what? You guys are lucky you can't see this movie.
Yeah, they threatened to boycott Disney.
Wow.
Well, I don't know how bad this movie was as far as making fun of blind people.
And Disney responded like, look, guys, no one's going to go see this film, so don't even bother.
Don't even worry
it's
about
7%.
it.
Don't waste your protest time. No
Most of America protested that movie because they didn't want to spend $10 to see it in the theaters.
We got a dude who lost his job for doing the unthinkable while on a work Zoom call. What did he do? Oh, I'll tell you. It's 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
New on Curiosity Stream. Nobody said parenting was easy. a psychologist observes real caught-on-tape family moments and helps parents apply simple rules for happier homes on Kids and Instruction Manual. And one of the most well-known images in art history, the Scream, has been stolen numerous times and is not alone. Join the hunt for history's missing masterpieces on Raiders of the Lost Art. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit CuriosityStream.com.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Your home equity. It could be an untapped opportunity instead of an untouchable asset. Introducing HomeTap. HomeTap is an investor, not a lender. They give you cash in exchange for a share of your home's future value. Use it to pay off debt, make renovations, fund a business, or just live a better life. There's no interest or monthly payments to worry about. HomeTap. Get more from home ownership. Get more from life. Subject to eligibility. Terms and conditions apply. Visit HomeTap.com to apply in minutes. That's HomeTap.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. This, I'll tell you, man, this pandemic and people just not knowing how to use technology is a beating, because the New Yorker has parted ways with longtime staff writer Jeffrey Toobin after he reportedly exposed himself during a Zoom conference last month. Now, I don't know who Jeffrey is. I know nothing about him, but I guess, he was, a big colleague on their staff for 27 years writing stuff.
And he exposed himself?
Yeah.
He's taking the whole staff writer as a literal thing, huh? Sorry.
How about this? He had already been on a suspension and is also on leave from CNN, where he's been a legal commentator. So this guy's got a lot of drama long before he decided to let the beast out. And here's what he tweeted. Jeffrey's like, I was fired today by the New Yorker after 27 years as a staff writer. I will always love the magazine, will miss my colleagues, and will look forward to reading their work.
Well, the problem is his colleagues thought he was a little wacky in the office. So.
I think you're being hard on him, Steve.
Yeah. 27 years, man. They really gave him the shaft. Love this.
I think, though, they really should have just polled the staff to see if, he was okay. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Because, look.
I just hope he doesn't beat himself up about this.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah, just up.
I heard he was really just ahead of his time. That's what I heard about him.
I mean, maybe just give him like a little slap on the wrist, but other than that, you need to fire the guy.
At least spank the monkey or something,
So did he just intentionally hey, Zoomers, look at my dong?
Now, what did he do, Steve? You're asking? Well, people on the call say that Jeffrey was able to be seen touching his private parts. Toobin then left the call. Moments later, he called back in, seemingly unaware of what his colleagues had been able to see.
Hey, guys, sorry I got disconnected.
Yeah. He issued an apology last month. He said, quote, I made an embarrassingly stupid mistake believing I was off camera. I apologize to my wife, family, friends, and coworkers. I believed I was not visible on Zoom. I thought no one on the Zoom call could see me. I thought I had muted the Zoom video. But, I mean, if you're in front of a computer screen that was recently just broadcasting your image and you get the desire to go pull out Mr. Hanky, but why don't you just leave the scene? You know what I mean? Go somewhere else.
Did.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
dude, I've been on a lot of meetings and a lot of conference calls, and never once did I think, man, this is a boring meeting. I should just take care of my business. And he's 60 years old, I read.
Yeah. 60 years old, so he's in my department. Look,
you think the Viagra kicked in and he forgot that there was a Zoom meeting? He's like, oh boy, babe, I got to take this, but I need to take care of this.
Yeah.
Maybe one of his coworkers was just a smoke show, and he was just like, this is the first time I've seen her in a long time.
And he just, missing the human touch,
I guess. Yeah, missing his own touch.
I just don't understand how you just decide, you know what, I'm going to do this in the middle of a meeting. You can't wait till the meeting ends?
do you think it's part of a fetish? Like, just the idea of getting caught. You know what I mean? There's got to be something. I refuse to believe this is a dumb mistake. I really, really do. I mean, granted, he's 60, so it's possible he doesn't know how to use Zoom. But I mean, come on.
Yeah, you're right. The whole thrill of maybe not being, I'm on the meeting, but they can't see me.
Yeah.
Boy, you got to really make sure. Like, you got to wave your hands in the air and be like,
hey, guys.
See if anyone notices it.
Do you see anything at all? Yeah, here's what I love. The New Yorker said, as a result of our investigation, Jeffrey Toobin is no longer affiliated with the company.
How hard was that investigation?
Hey, that's very hard.
The guy was a real jerk.
Yeah. Wow, that is a thing to get. And I love the fact that he was already on suspension and he was already in trouble with CNN. So like he was on leave from them for some reason. So it's just like this guy had stuff going on and then he decides, well, let me just pull this out.
Well, I mean, you know what? I mean, sometimes you just got to go all in.
Yeah.
I'm already in trouble. Screw it.
Yeah. Wow.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
Someone brings up a good point. People get caught punching the clown all the time. Just ask Steve and his grandma.
Damn. Yeah.
Called out.
Good thing she wasn't around for Zoom technology.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah, right.
I mean, wow. Yeah, he got fired for making love to himself while on a Zoom conference call. That is a dumb and insanely stupid reason to get fired. But I know you, or maybe someone they got fired and they were doing something insanely stupid. We want to hear about that. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. When did you or someone get fired for doing something insanely stupid? Your calls, your texts after Lincoln Park on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. So, there was a New Yorker magazine dude that got fired, because he was caught making love to himself while on a Zoom conference call with the New Yorker's staff. And his staff. And
Texter brought up a good point. It's a good thing he didn't have a stroke while doing all that, He's 60 years old. That's a health issue at that age. You got to be worried about that.
Yes, sir. That's a thing right there. Mm-hmm. That was a pretty dumb thing to do at work. Pretty dumb completely. And we're wondering, how about you? When did you or someone get fired for doing something insanely stupid? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Someone said a dude got fired from the wrecking yard that I used to work at because he got caught leaning up against a car and doing what that guy did in the middle of the night.
It's just amazing how much of us dudes, I mean, look, we've seen it happen where just dudes will be getting caught doing those kind of things.
When nature calls?
Yeah.
When perversion calls? I just don't know, man. I feel like I can wait till I get home.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure of it. I've had a pretty decent track record. Never done it here at work.
It's mostly men. I mean, every once in a while we catch a chick that's doing stuff like that. We had a story recently about a woman that kept going someplace, right? And they arrested her because she just kept trying to take care of business and be naked. But mostly it's men that get caught doing this. And I get the desire to want to do it. But like you said, Steve, you can't wait. You can't wait till you get home.
How about this person that got fired because I was dating the boss's daughter and then I dumped her. So he fired me, LOL.
Well, that's a no-win scenario because sometimes if you don't dump her but instead go the other direction and do her, that's a bad thing too.
Yeah, I guess he didn't want her to break his daughter's heart, so get out.
Yeah, you're going to know what that's like.
Me hiring people that are dating my daughter?
Well, just not wanting someone to break your daughter's heart.
Oh, okay, that too. Yeah,
you're gonna know it. That is a tough one when you have the first boyfriend and then they dump her, or however it just doesn't work out.
Oh, she's never gonna be dumped. Whoever she's dating.
Oh, wow. Look at you. Just all of a sudden. You just made that call.
She's going to be the dumper.
Oh,
that's right. That's what I'm raising. I'm raising a dumper.
Okay. That's,
you break up with people before they break up with you.
That's what you're going to do?
That's right.
You're going to ever be the person you never were?
Yeah, you break his or her heart. I don't care who it is. You break their heart before they break yours.
That's what I'm going to train you, brother.
That's
sister.
right, brother. And then you flex.
That's, yeah, you dump and
show
flex.
off that jiu-jitsu training I gave you.
Dump and flex.
Not me. I hired someone
to
take a class. Because you don't
you can teach her how to do wrestling moves, so you can do that.
I can teach you how to pretend beat somebody up.
Yeah. You know what? That's all you need to do now.
Your daughter's going to be so badass.
Or either that, she's going to really need a lot of mental help.
Yeah, she's going to hate her father.
A little both. The dumbest way I saw someone get fired was when I worked at the restaurant in Seattle. There was a gal who's like, well, I hurt my shoulder, and she had actually hurt her shoulder. She's like, but I have to wear a sling, so I can't work for a week. But I can't have my arm out of a sling, and I won't be able to carry trays or anything, so I can't work. That same night, she posts on Facebook at like 2 or 3 in the morning of her out drinking without the sling.
Yeah, you gotta keep the sling on at least.
Yeah, if she would have kept the sling on, okay, you can drink with your left hand, you're fine. But no, she was out partying, having a good time, and yep.
I'll tell you right now, I think there are people like that it's death by cop. They just want to be fired, but they don't have the guts to do it themselves or quit or whatever.
Or maybe they want unemployment. They figure they can still get it.
Yeah. I don't know how you get, I don't know what the reason is, but yeah, they put themselves in those situations.
Right. It's like you have to be friends with us on Facebook because we had a Facebook group for all the servers. And so it's like, why are you doing this?
What a genius.
If she wasn't friends with us, sure, whatever. But you're so dumb.
Yeah. Hey, listen. That's America. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Dylan in Clearview. Dylan, you are on the Rock.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Dylan. So how about you? Was it you or someone you know that got fired for something pretty stupid?
2 people that I know, actually.
All right. What you got?
So I worked at Safeway for my first job, and my produce manager and then my best friend, the dairy manager, both got fired for cutting the little plastic flaps that you have to walk through when going into the walk-in fridges and freezers.
Oh, like at the meat lockers and stuff. They got those things.
So they cut down those slats? Why?
For the produce side of things, it was we would stack our carts really high to bring out as much produce as possible when we were restocking, and we were having problems with the flaps pulling the boxes down, and it would drop all the produce onto the floor, and then we'd have to throw all that produce away.
That's and I used to work in the supermarket business, so it is so ridiculous to get fired over there. Why do they have to have those plastic slots? Are they supposed to help keep the cold air in or something? Is that why?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure, but yeah, I think insulation has something to do with it.
And they got fired for that?
Well, the produce manager lied about it, and then the company came back and they're like, well, we have you on camera doing it.
Oh. I would fire them too. You're cutting off things that probably cost money to replace.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at Steve, the tough boss.
A tough boss? I feel like that's a no-brainer.
It is. But then the reason my best friend, the dairy manager, got fired is because he was already on a suspension. And then because he was on a suspension and got another suspension for cutting the flaps within, I think it was 3 weeks, they were like, oh, we have to terminate you.
Look at this flap cutting. I worked in supermarkets, and I don't ever remember anybody doing something like that. I didn't realize those flaps were tough on those folks. I didn't work in the meat department or the produce department.
So there you go. Yeah. Being the dairy manager, that could be fun for when you want to flirt with the ladies. You're like, yo, I'm the dairy manager.
What?
Let me check your milk.
What?
I don't know.
What? That's what you would do? So if you're the dairy manager, that would be your pickup line?
And then I'd get fired for human resource issues.
Yeah. Sometimes I just love how your mind works. If I was the dairy manager, here's my pickup line.
And say it was going to work.
Now, hold on. I'm going to give you a shot.
Okay.
I think you should be able to come up with a good pickup line if you're the produce guy. If you're the produce manager, what would your pickup line be?
Let me check your melons.
There we go. You did it. I'm the Steve Whisperer. That's exactly what I had in my head that you'd say.
Well, of course. Think of the dumbest thing you could possibly say, and I'll probably say it.
Oh, well, look, I mean...
Yeah, how about this guy Dylan? Another Dylan got fired from his job as an oil technician because he forgot to tighten the lug nuts on one of the wheels, so when they drove off, their wheel fell off the car.
Yeah, that's something you can't forget to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beating.
I had that happen once where I went to a place in the Soto area, and they did all stuff, and as I'm driving off, my car is just wobbling and wobbling. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I brought it back. I'm like, what did you guys do to my car? And like, well, nothing. Like, I don't understand. I'm like, well, it's wobbling. Like, hold on 1 second. And the guy's like, oh, I never tightened up the lug nuts on the wheels.
Oh, dude, geez. That's just insane.
I was like, you serious? He goes, yeah, that could have been bad. I'm like, yeah, I was the one driving. That would have been very bad.
At least he told you. I think I would have hid that info. I would have said, oh, you know what, sir? We just forgot. There was a realignment thing. You were fine. I would never have told you we didn't tighten the nuts on your wheels.
He was kind of like a stoner dude. I think he didn't care.
Oh, man.
I didn't rat him out. I was just like, all right, well, can you tighten them? Yeah, no problem, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet. Once you didn't freak out, he's like, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely help you.
Right.
See, that's scary.
Never went back there, though. I'll tell you that.
That's why
makes sense.
I always go to Les Schwab. Can I just say that right now? Because those people always do a great job. Stoner Sammy is not going to let me leave without lug nuts tightened on my car.
How about this one? I got fired for my wife asking for a raise. We both worked the same company in property management. So you got in trouble because your wife wanted a raise.
Yeah. Oh. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That family business and nepotism is really hard, man. I don't know how people do it. Oh, wait, I do it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Hey. It's the entertainment business. Come on, everybody does it.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't know until I told you. The
Who's
guy we love on The
everybody?
Boys. Everybody.
Everybody?
You'd be very surprised how many people you see in the movies and television are actually the kids of somebody.
Oh, yeah. I mean, think about wrestling. There's the McMahon family.
Yeah. Oh, well.
gosh, yeah, right.
Don't forget our buddy that we love. I never remember his name. Stardust.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I mean, there's a legacy there.
Well, the legacy, but he didn't get hired by his dad.
No, but I mean, it doesn't hurt, I'm sure, that,
the last name Rhodes is a good thing.
And of course, Ben Stiller is somebody I can think of right off the bat.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And also, the guy in The Boys, I had no idea. The guy that we like in The Boys, Huey, is Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan's kid, which I didn't even know until then all of a sudden.
And now that you say that, he looks a little bit like Meg Ryan in the face. So now that that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, and the Bridges and Michael Douglas, all those guys.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're right. Very good point.
Yeah, that's why. So you know what? I'm added to tradition. Except all those folks have talent. But anyway,
well, I think your daughter and your son are pretty talented. So.
Well, see, the apple falls from it fell from some tree.
No, I think it skips generations.
Clearly. That's what happens. Yeah, you're probably. Hey, 1 in 4 people are going to try something for the first time in their life later this month. First time in their life. What are they going to try? I'll tell you at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, if you're upside down in your mortgage, should you continue to make the payment?
Continuing to pay your mortgage or not is a complex decision because you're going to have to pay to live somewhere. You're going to have a housing payment. So continuing to make your house payment really depends on several factors. One is whether or not you have a second mortgage. The second one is how affordable your ongoing monthly mortgage payment is. Another issue is whether your mortgage is adjustable and you're facing an increase in your mortgage payments later on when interest rates go up. If you do have a second mortgage in this economy with the housing prices being down, oftentimes we can take off or strip off that second mortgage in a Chapter 13 case so that you'd only have the first mortgage to continue to pay.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. And thanks for listening.
New on Curiosity Stream. The way we fight wars is changing. Every technological leap redraws the battle lines. How will war be waged in the decades to come? See what lies ahead in the limited series, Future Warfare. And uncover the influence of European cities on the greatest musical compositions ever written in the captivating series, Classical Destinations. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit CuriosityStream.com.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load, terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.